in 29-13 at Levi Stadium last night.
A night to remember for the 12s, the Seahawks diehard fans at Super Bowl 60.
Oh my God, it's amazing. Yeah.
Who cares about the past? We're in the future.
One of the key plays in a moment of healing after the 12s lost to the Patriots in Super Bowl 49. Uchenna Nwosu's fourth quarter takeaway for a touchdown. The Seahawks are Super Bowl champs again. Luke Ducey for CBS News, Santa Clara.
They're calling it Benito Bowl. Bad Bunny turned halftime into a full-blown dance party filled with Puerto Rican pride. President Trump called the choreography disgusting. A second ransom deadline is just hours away now in the kidnapping of 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie from her home in Tucson. CBS's Andres Gutierrez is there.
Despite the FBI offering a $50,000 reward, authorities say they still don't have a suspect, person of interest, or vehicles in this investigation.
The Today Show Savannah Guthrie and her siblings issued another anguished video this weekend saying the family is willing to pay for their mother's return. An update on an American skiing star who wiped out at the Olympics.
This is Seth Doan in Cortina. Lindsey Vonn is said to be in stable condition at a Treviso hospital here in northern Italy. This after that terrifying crash yesterday, just 13 seconds into her run. She hit a gate and tumbled downhill, landing on her back with skis crossed under her. She could be heard screaming in agony. She was airlifted to a hospital for medical attention, and the hospital reported that she underwent an operation to stabilize a fracture in her left leg.
New deaths reported from poisonous mushrooms on the West Coast.
4 people have died, and dozens ranging in age from 19 months to 67 years old have been sickened in California after eating toxic wild mushrooms. The so-called death cap mushrooms can resemble mushrooms sold in stores. California state health authorities say the poisoning outbreak has mostly involved people who do not speak English as their primary language. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
A new report finds a hospital set to go up in Unicoi, Tennessee to replace another damaged by Hurricane Helene could face the same risks. AFF Health News' Brett Kelman.
Land that they plan to build on could face 1, 2, more than 3 feet of flooding in a storm significantly smaller than the one that flooded the old hospital.
FEMA's flood map doesn't show any risk for the new site. This is CBS News.
Follow and listen to CBS Mornings on the go on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
We had coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/life. That's ethos.com/life. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-959-3388. That's 800-959.
Local news and weather brought to you by Mississippi Energy Services. We're your fast, affordable, and friendly generator service company. msenergy.us. msenergy.us.
A break-in suspect killed. The grand jury will have to hear about it. Mostly sunny and 74 this afternoon. Tonight, mostly cloudy and 53. 74 and mostly cloudy Tuesday. A slight chance for rain Wednesday. With news on 103.9 WYAB, I'm Chris Davis. Jackson police believe it was self-defense when a woman shot and killed a man wearing a mask who had busted into her apartment on Ridgewood Road Sunday morning about 2:30. The second suspect split when that happened and hasn't been seen since, at least not by police. The woman was taken to police headquarters and interviewed and released, but the law says the case will still have to be heard by the grand jury, who make the final determination of whether it was legally self-defense. Two auto burglary artists were apparently also getting a higher education at Hines Community College in Raymond, and that's where their dorm rooms were searched by police Friday afternoon. Police say they found plenty of evidence and also 3 guns between the two. 18-year-old Jeremiah Wilson of Jackson and 18-year-old Tevin Haymore of Greenwood were both arrested. Mississippi's disaster declaration requested by Governor Tate Reeves was approved Friday, according to posts from both President Trump and Governor Reeves. Mr. Trump said $39 million on the way to Mississippi to help with needs caused by the winter storm. A flatbed truck that belongs to the Louisville Fire Department was stolen Friday, says the Winston County Sheriff's Department in a Facebook post. It was just before 5 p.m. that the 2004 Ford F-450 flatbed was stolen from behind the fire station. Whomever stole the truck took advantage of a situation where the fire department personnel had just returned from an errand and left the truck parked, and the keys were in the ignition. More news in 1 hour on 103.9 WIAB. I'm Chris Davis.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are the individual views and opinions of the people expressing them and do not necessarily reflect those of this radio station, its parent, affiliated, or related entities, agents, or employees.
Welcome to the Chip Matthews Show, where politics meets the South. So grab your sweet tea, find a comfortable spot to sit back, and let's embark on this journey together. Jump away, jump away. Jump away. That's what I wanna do. Sweet little mama, I wanna get next to you.
And good Monday morning. And and if I were to say it in Latin, it would be, God, I don't know any Latin. How about that Super Bowl halftime show?
I didn't watch.
There was no need to watch.
I didn't even watch the ball game. This is like 2 or 3 years in a row. I've not watched any NFL. And
if I hadn't heard on the news who won the game, I would not have known.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it was 2 teams that I just didn't give a flip about. No stars on the team as far as I'm concerned.
I think we had Mississippi was represented very well. I think we had 2 or more people from Mississippi.
Allegedly, there was 11 people involved.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you can't play football without Mississippians.
No.
All of our Latin friends from Mississippi that were playing. Look, I got nothing against Latin America.
Uh-huh.
Okay. But it's Latin America. It's down there. It's not up here. I am dead set on, if you're going to benefit from being an American company, the NFL is an American company owned by American billionaires.
Maybe.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Or have the American billionaires been infiltrated by the Latin American drug cartels, and the NFL is actually owned by drug cartels? I mean, you tell me. I mean, what happened to Big A America? I mean, Dallas, that was America.
Mm-hmm.
Washington, that was America. Those were football teams that were. I mean, football used to be an American sport.
Yeah.
And I know they've tried to spread it worldwide and put it in other countries, and New Orleans Saints are going to France to play football. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
You can make it a global experience, but it hadn't taken off. You need to take care of your home base.
Yeah.
Take care of your family first. The people that made you what you are. Jeez.
And they steadily tearing it down.
I mean, it just sucks that, the only thing left in America that's football is college football. And they're
about to ruin it.
They're about to ruin that, yes.
Yeah. Well, maybe it goes all the way back to that they have no respect for the American people that built them.
Well,
they take all of our taxpayer money and just give it away to Somalians. So maybe they just have so much disrespect because they think we're so stupid that they don't care what Americans think.
Good morning, Stephanie Boland.
Boland. Hey, Stephanie. That's
Andy
a friend
Devine,
of mine.
Jolynn Michael. Hip to us. I hope Hip to us is who I think it is. If it's Jeff Thomas, say yes. on the feed where I'll know that is you. I didn't know that that's you for sure. Good morning to Lloyd Travis. Who else is up here?
Did you say hey to Jolene?
Yes, I said hello to Jolene. She's priority.
Yeah.
Priority one.
I want to say
good
thanks.
morning to Beth O'Kane Ladner. She was at the restaurant last night.
I know. And my cousin traveled all the way from Meridian Saturday night to dine with us at Beethoven's Boardwalk. It was so sweet to see her.
And it was good to see
Robin.
people there. Now, I'm going to tell you this before we get into everything else.
What? Do you have a big announcement?
The weather is great.
I know. It tried to kill us
I was
2 weeks ago.
I mean, I'm sitting here looking outside yesterday afternoon at all the boats on the reservoir and all of that and going, it's summertime. It's summertime. It is summertime today. Tomorrow, it'll be wintertime. No, we won't be winter again. We'll have the Easter snap.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll get okay. So we're early into February now.
Yeah.
So we won't have another cold spell. We'll have another cold spell in February, but not crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll have the Easter snap, which we always get right after you think that it's not going to happen. It's
That's
not going
right.
to happen. And then your Japanese magnolia goes into bloom, and then everything falls off the next morning because they all froze.
Yeah.
And you go, that's that. Okay.
Mhm.
Now
It's over.
now it is.
Mm.
But that we go through this on a regular basis. We
Mhm.
all know that. We've lived here long enough to understand, but we don't go through it. Good morning, Shane Easley. But anyway, let's talk some politics.
Oh, do we really have to?
Yes, we
Oh,
have to.
Who we gonna pounce on
Well,
today?
I'm just gonna look at you and say you don't look like a baboon
No.
or a monkey.
No. No.
And why does someone? I mean, here's the problem.
Okay.
Here's the problem with the pictures that everybody talked about and everything else
Mm-hmm.
on, I guess, the Obamas looking like monkeys.
Yeah.
You look like what you look like.
I didn't see that.
Well, I saw part of the video come up the other day, and then the first thing that went through my mind was, and it shows Trump going through as a lion. Well, Trump looks like a lion.
Yeah.
You know, that's the facts. I mean, why would you? I mean, somebody tell me, either on the Facebook feed or call us, tell me what he does look like if he doesn't look like a lion.
He does have the gold hair,
You
the
know,
gold mane.
the gold mane. And then as you lose your masculinity in the tribe, I don't know if you understand this, the biggest mane is the guy that runs the pride.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the pride is what they call a group of lions,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Okay.
Okay. Are you just taking my word on that?
I'm just taking. You've never been wrong, Chip.
Thank you very much. Chris Lofton,
You
good
only
morning.
hear that once in your lifetime.
I hear all the time. But anyway, so until you lose your mane, you're not that's when you're overtaken and you have to either start a new pride or go somewhere else and hang out. That's just
Yeah.
the way it is.
Okay.
Dominance is
Yeah.
dominance.
Right.
And Trump looks like a lion. The bandwagon MAGA were looking for a reason to bail on President Trump before the midterm elections and hope to lose. That's Andy Devine. There's a lot of truth in that. Because all the Republicans, I mean, Roger Wicker just seems like he just wants to go. And y'all, he is allegedly a Mississippian. And he just seems to just constantly go after the negative side of the world. What was Biden in the video? I think he was a hyena. I think he was a hyena. And I could see that. He wasn't a monkey. But I mean, and somebody was an elephant. I forgot who was an elephant. It should be. Well, it couldn't be Christie because Christie is as big as an elephant, but he's not really very Republican.
Mm-mm.
But I watch those shows and I watch everybody saying, and I watched, what's her name on ABC? Donna, what's her name? The black lady. Anyway.
On The View?
On George Stephanopoulos
Oh.
shows that he's not on anymore because he had to pay Trump $12 million or whatever.
Yeah.
But Donna, whatever her name is, I was going to say Ladd, but that's the Democratic operative here in Mississippi.
Mhm.
But anyway, she's up there and she's saying, after all the civil rights and all that, you know better than to depict a black man as a baboon or a monkey. Well, it's not. Y'all putting race into something that is not what you look like. It's what the person looks like compared to an animal, and it doesn't mean anything.
Wasn't it like a caricature?
Yeah, I mean that's all it is. So you don't have to, if they did them as fruits, what would you? I mean, Donna Brazile. That's right. Thank you. And she works hard to try to come up with an angle. Yesterday she was stuttering when she went into her angle on it because it is what it is. And you're asking her to have an opinion on something that and you got to have them, you got to have them talking. They're talking heads for the Democrats. But she just had to depict it in that way, saying it was a bad thing.
Mhm.
Y'all, when people make fun of public figures, that's what it is. And public figures are there to be made fun of. We all make fun of them.
They put themselves there.
We all do this.
We make fun of ourselves being owners of Beethoven's Boardwalk.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. We're running around we're like chickens with our heads cut off. But I mean, the reality is, that's being made fun of if you cannot, and I used to say this to a lot of people, if you can't laugh at yourself or laugh at some of the people that take a small quirk of yours and turn it into
something laughable,
mm-hmm. Some people, many people make fun of my beauty, and I just laugh it off. You know what I mean?
You're a smart man.
And that's what you do, But the reality is, if you can't laugh at yourself, you're not living a life that is the truth. You got to be able to.
It's fun to laugh at yourself.
And it's like, for instance, when you're talking about serious people always have a kink in the armor. And when you make fun or laugh at their kink in the armor that they know they have, they get very defensive of it.
Mm-hmm.
And they need to learn, if they're a public figure, to let it go. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. It's sort of like drag queens that take it seriously and you're going, no, but really, you're a guy in a dress, you got to laugh at it. And you're dressed up like Lucille Ball. You didn't, you're not dressing up like a man wearing a dress. You're dressing up like a woman wearing a dress.
Yeah.
That's what it is. But anyway, time to take a break. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show, starring Dawn McKenzie on WYAB.
We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show.
I'm just laughing at you.
You're laughing at me.
Starring Dawn McKenzie
on WYAB. See, there you go.
1039 WYAB.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is leveling up. A whole new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is now open at the Reservoir at Beethoven's Boardwalk in Ridgeland, right next door to Cock of the Walk. And the new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris will have all of your old favorites too, like the Acme Dynamite Balls and Garlic Knots, and the best specialty pizzas ever, like the Pig, the Sergeant Pepperoni, the Surf and Turf, and lots more. Come to the all-new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris location on the Res in Ridgeland, next door to Cock of the Walk.
Pure Air Consultants offers services on your heating and cooling system. It's time to get your heating system serviced. We offer replacement, service, maintenance agreements. It's important because if you have a gas heating system, it can produce carbon monoxide. So you want to make sure you have your system serviced and cleaned to protect your family. You want to make sure your system is safe to run. You can find us on our website at mypureairconsultants.com, mypureairconsultants.com.
If you're a parent or grandparent, you should know that even though Mississippi is ranked as the unhealthiest state in the country, we have the highest vaccination rate for our children and grandchildren. Many of us blindly trust the medical establishment, and now it's time to question vaccine safety. Mississippi Parents for Vaccine Rights is a grassroots organization working to educate the public and lawmakers about this important topic. Be informed. Go to mpvr.org. Like us on Facebook to stay up to date on the latest information. That's Mississippi Parents for Vaccine Rights, mpvr.org.
I am Wayne Lloyd, Delta Farm Services, LLC. We do all types of dirt work, excavation, dozer work, land leveling. We do building pads, commercial ponds and lakes, residential ponds and lakes, anything with dirt work. Delta Farm Services, LLC.
Google Delta Farm Services, LLC, or find them on Facebook. Delta Farm Services, LLC.
Jackson, get ready for the official Dixie National Rodeo After Show at Martin's downtown on Saturday, February 14th. Live on stage, Cowboy Troy, the pioneer of hip hop and country rap. You've seen him with Big and Rich, Nashville Star, and even Dancing with the Stars. Now he's bringing that high-energy Texas country sound straight to Martin's. Don't miss this one-night party after the rodeo. Cowboy Troy. Tickets are on sale now at Eventbrite or visit the Martin's Downtown Facebook page.
The new year is off to a fast start, but you can't keep up if your vehicle is sidelined. Get to Mazda of Jackson and take advantage of these super deals before time runs out. Get 1.9% financing for 63 months on all 2025 Mazda CX-5s and 2026 CX-90s, CX-50s, and Mazda 3s with approved credits, and get 1-year maintenance included in your new vehicle purchase. Don't wait another minute to experience Mazda's exhilarating performance, top-notch safety, and reliability online at MazdaJackson.com or visit I-55 Frontage Road.
Looking for farm fresh produce, high quality local beef, dairy, and desserts? Look no further than the Farm Store in Flora. We've got the sweetest, juiciest fruits and vibrant vegetables from Two Dog Farms, plus premium beef, all from right here in the community. Whether you're cooking up a feast or just grabbing a healthy snack, the Farm Store has got you covered. Freshness you can taste, prices you'll love. Find us on Facebook at The Farm Store by Two Dog Farm.
Huddle up, wing lovers, and double your count for less on Wing Tuesdays at Buffalo Wild Wings. When you buy one order of traditional wings, get one for 50% off. No time to dine? Order for delivery and wing it up with a crew at home. Or pick up takeout when you're on the go. Limit one per order, not valid with any other offers. Additional terms and conditions apply. Huddle up for Wing Tuesday at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It is the Chip Matthews Show, heard around the world and brought to you by
Pierce Professional Agency. Call Cressley Pierce for your long-term healthcare needs, and you can find him on the web at madisonplans.com.
We're going to talk about wealth in just a second. I want to say good morning to Ted Smith and Micah Goba. And then Roosevelt is a bear. That would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Teddy bear.
That's right.
I mean, laugh at yourself. Anyway, I was thinking about wealth and families and money
Mm-hmm.
the last few days because I'm trying to determine, one, what makes the world go round is money, right?
Most of the time.
Yeah. It's not the sun and it's not the moon. It's money.
Yeah.
So when we look at all this wealth and all the greed that's going on with all the politicians,
Mm-hmm.
why do they feel that they've got to steal our taxpayer dollars? The more you steal our taxpayer dollars, the more inflation occurs because more money leaves the system.
Mm-hmm.
And then you tax, and then you have to replace the money that's been stolen with more taxes.
Right.
Whether they call them taxes or not, or, the inflation only occurs because of the taxes that are constantly imposed and people trying to get ahead of what they got ahead of. And then the next politician comes in and wants to steal that money. And look, you may not look at it as stealing, Mr. Politician, when you decide that we need to fund education or we need to fund more of the PERS. Right now, we all know, and I don't know why they haven't gone ahead and passed the bill as quickly as they did that HB2, why they hadn't gone ahead and passed the sports betting bill when it's tied to
teacher pay raise, isn't it?
Teacher pay raises and PERS.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the direct revenue stream, but the teacher pay raise will be a one-time thing. You know, you have to fund the teacher pay raise forever once you put the money there.
Right.
So let's say, for instance, I don't know what a teacher makes, but let's just say it was $60,000 a year. And you say, okay, we're going to give them a raise to $65,000 a year. Okay, where do you get the $5,000 a year extra to now start there? And then, of course, entry level is where you actually put the pay raise in, right?
I'm not sure about
if you were going to raise the job, you raise it there.
Mm-hmm.
But then you got to raise it to everybody that's already in the system. So new people joining the system. See, I used to always be upset when I got a raise and then the government put in a bigger minimum wage and my boss hired the new people at the minimum wage, right?
Yeah.
And they said, Chip, you got a raise last year.
Yeah.
But I'm now making what the starters are making. You know, it's a cycle that we get on constantly trying to reward when technically you can't keep paying more for the same results all the time.
Right.
That's the level. I
Mhm.
mean, you know, it's like, for instance, in the kitchen at our place, we pay X amount, but as we do better, they will want more money. Never mind, we started with no money, you know, down here.
Yeah.
And you look at it and you just go, how do you make the ride stop? How do you stop it? You know, the cycle. The cycle of wealth. I mean, how many people?
They don't think about the citizens. They only think about themselves.
Right.
The citizens are living. They're not even making it paycheck to paycheck these days.
And how many of these politicians, like, for instance, when we look at Madison County and Gerald Steen, let's just look at this. Okay, he has a job, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he doesn't own a business.
Correct.
Now, he may have to operate a business. He may be running a business,
Mm-hmm.
but does he know how? And he runs the business of our county. And in running the business of our county, he works with people that he knows. And he says, I'm here too. I could sell some gas to a company that's part of me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just people trying to make money where they should. Where, to me, it was just as simple. Good morning, Cressley. It's just as simple to take the money. Let's say, for instance, at the moment it became a question of whether Gerald Steen is making money off of gas or not making money off of gas. Why didn't the supervisors? Why haven't they already taken a vote and moved to someone else? Just that would end the controversy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, say, look, there's some impropriety here. We're just going to move it, and then we'll make sure that all of the people in the downstream, because all those businesses, all those people running those dump trucks and all that right now, are they locked in to gas from that one person too? I mean, it's a trickle effect, and it's as simple as the impropriety from the beginning should have been, if I'm going to be the supervisor, I cannot have the gas contract, or I cannot be associated with the gas contract. It should have been that simple.
Right.
And then when the impropriety comes up, they should go, we need to look at this. Now we're 90 days into looking at this, maybe 120.
And they still haven't paid the fuel bill, have they?
I don't know if they paid it or not.
Yeah.
But there's a point there. Well, I guess Gerald ain't going to cut it off. I mean, because we're going to have to pay it eventually regardless.
They're probably charging interest on that money too.
Yeah.
Late fees.
But how does that work? I mean, how do you fix this problem other than stop the contract and go with someone else.
Yeah. Simple.
I mean, it's real simple. I mean, and if it was a low bid, we're only probably talking about a cent or two. And you people don't care about a penny. You tax us a penny when you want to build a park. You tax us a penny when you want to fix a pothole in Jackson. Never mind, you haven't fixed the potholes in Jackson with all those pennies. But, it doesn't make sense to me that the wealthy and the politician, they do go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at people that inherit money. Okay, you'll have a family where the let's say the dad was a farmer and worked hard and bought land and built this big nest egg of money and hands it off to his kids, and his kids try to maintain that. But through the prestige of their dad's hard work, they become politicians.
Mm-hmm.
And as they become politicians, they're constantly trying to find where they thought their family was getting over to put more money in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of look and they say, well, everybody knows us. Everybody knows us. And yes, through your family reputation, you continue to make money. But at some point, that equity ends.
Right.
And that's what happens to a lot of people and a lot of families that had tons of money. When, you go back 30 years ago, some people had a lot of money, then they have none. And you sit there and you look at it, you go, what in the world's going on in the world? It's called, you got to get out and work. You got to do the work, and you got to stay in your lane and do the work. And understand that if your family's in the farming business and that's what you do, that's what you do. I'm not saying you got to be a farmer forever or whatever. I mean, it's a tough business being a farmer, but a lot of farmers build great wealth, and you watch your kids destroy it or sell it off to
AI people.
And you make one-time money. Okay. And then and then in 2 generations, if you're not careful, you can't afford the taxes on that house that you built, that your grandfather built this year. Okay. Off the AI money. And then years from now, your generations will be looking at you going, we can't maintain that. Look at all the taxes. Look at this. Look at that. When we divide it 5 ways, it doesn't divide 5 ways.
Mm-mm.
And then when you can't pay for it, who gets it? The government. It's a wicked web we weave. The government. When we practice to deceive. But anyway, we'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show with Don McKenzie on WYAB. When we practice to deceive. But anyway, we'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show.
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
Have you thought about the cost of long-term care? In Mississippi, a home health aide can cost over $57,000 a year, and a private nursing home room can exceed $109,000 annually. Hi, my name is Cressley Pierce at Pierce Professional Agency. Long-term care insurance may help protect your savings and give you more options and peace of mind as you age. Learn how planning ahead could save you money and stress. Find me, Cressley Pierce, online today at MadisonPlans.com. That's MadisonPlans.com.
This is Jack Hoffman. For nearly 31 years, Tico's Steakhouse has been a staple of fine dining in Jackson, Mississippi. Dad has long since desired for me to come work alongside him. And now that I'm here, I would like to invite you to come experience our family tradition of our hospitality, sizzling steaks, and healthy poured beverages. Our dining rooms are open and we are taking reservations. Our private rooms are also available along with takeout. Call today or stop in and experience Tico's in the second generation.
Tico's Steakhouse, East County Line Road in Ridgeland, 601-956-1030.
Why should you choose Ceramic Air Conditioning and Heating for all service or installation? Well, they purchase all parts directly from the manufacturer. All of their factory-trained technicians have been hand-selected for skill, work ethic, and experience. There are never any hidden fees or charges. Ceramic Air Conditioning and Heating is dedicated to your complete satisfaction, and they're family-owned and operated. For residential and commercial service or installation, contact Ceramic Air Conditioning and Heating, 601-317-0729, or make an appointment through their Facebook page.
CBS News Brief. The Seahawks dominated the Patriots in Super Bowl 60, taking the title for the second time ever with a 29-13 win over New England. Seattle fans are celebrating.
Oh my God, it's amazing. Yeah.
Who cares about the past? We're in the future.
Kenneth Walker, first running back to win the game's MVP in 28 years. More than a week after she disappeared, today marks a second ransom deadline in Nancy Guthrie's kidnapping from her home in Tucson. CBS's Andres Gutierrez is there.
Despite the FBI offering a $50,000 reward, authorities say they still don't have a suspect, person of interest, or vehicles in this investigation.
Update now on an American skiing star who fractured her left leg at the Winter Olympics. CBS's Seth Doan.
Lindsey Vonn is said to be in stable condition at a Treviso hospital here in northern Italy after that terrifying crash yesterday, just 13 seconds into her run.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Hi, this is Lee Atkins of Home Care Plus in Ridgeland. We are a proud carrier of Abena Premium Incontinence products. Abena has the most absorbency available, making changes and leaks less likely. After 7 years as a seller, I can tell you these products are amazing and worth every penny to quality of life for patient and caregiver. And we ship all incontinence products as well. So please come see us at Home Care Plus in Ridgeland for all the incontinence needs of you or your family member. That's Home Care Plus in Ridgeland.
The Township Jazz Festival is on again this year, so make your plans for Saturday, April 11th to bring the family and make a day of it. This year, as always, they're keeping it free. 8 hours of phenomenal jazz talent at the Township on Highland Colony Parkway near Fusion Coffee House. Covered seating is provided, but lawn chairs and blankets are welcome. No tents, please. You can look for the info at townshipjazzfestival.com.
Hello, I'm Gary Jolly from the Tractor Store. LS Tractor understands your passion for the land, and just like you, LS Tractor is committed to excellence and superior products. LS Tractor comes with a long list of standard features that are unmatched by other brands and backed with the LS commitment to provide exceptional customer service and satisfaction. You get a lot more for your money with the LS Tractor. Come to the Tractor Store in Richland to experience the LS difference. The Tractor Store in Richland.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It is the Chip Matthews Show, heard round the world. Some assembly required. Batteries not included. I don't have to worry about money because my family is dirt poor. I'm the HOA of Tobacco Road. Micah Goba. Look, and that's the funny thing. You look at this thing on the money side. Let's look at this thing. On the money side of the world, in Mississippi, there are very few people that bank account wise, you should be able to sit down with the president and hang out of the current president. Okay. You don't have that kind of money. And and what happens with the greed of politicians and the greed of everybody right now? And then I'm looking at this AI, these data centers, and I'm going, is everybody that's made a lot of money thinking that this is their leg up to get to that level? You know?
You have to have the knowledge to make that money be something to grow.
Well, you don't have
You
to.
can't just go out and buy everything.
Well, what I'm saying is, if you steal it,
Yeah.
from the people as taxpayers, you know, it's like gambling. It's like gambling. If you really think that opening up the sports betting world is going to help Mississippians make money, then you're wrong.
Yeah.
And, you know, they were talking about all the people that were gambling on the game last night. And the politicians are looking at, they're going to gamble on them anyway. We look at all the tax dollars we're losing. Y'all, every sin tax known to man is what runs this government in Mississippi. You know, and the only thing going to be left is prostitution. And that is the sad thing. And we're prostituting our entire wealth out. I mean, taxes are all created because people don't have enough money, right? to fund the government. I mean, we're not being conservative in shrinking the government. We're trying to build the government bigger.
Right.
As Republicans. Yes, as a Republican state, we are trying to build the government bigger.
They should be downsizing.
They should
be
downsizing.
taking notes from Trump. Downsize.
Well, see what they try
Cut
to
that
do is,
administrative.
it's sort of like in the Education Freedom Bill.
Uh-huh.
You know, they're saying everybody went against us. Everybody was wrong. Everybody's Democrats now because they voted the wrong way because they're doing what Trump said. Trump said, we're getting out of the education business.
All right.
And that's technically what they're trying to do in Mississippi. I believe they're trying to privatize education in the long run because that's the biggest pile of money out there is the education money. And if you privatize public schools and you do this thing that they want to do, then all of a sudden all the money's going to private schools. Then all you got to do is become a board director on one of them private schools and you make a little cut out of that, right?
There you go. You got it all figured out, Chippy.
I mean, but that's what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And for them to act like, well, Chip, you're just crazy. Well, okay, I'm crazy. I can laugh at that. But the reality is, what are we doing? We're building the government bigger rather than shrinking the government.
And what did less government?
And Trump was saying we just waste too much money in the national education system. So he threw his part out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Just threw it out.
He says you states are smart enough to run it yourselves.
And then what y'all are saying is, oh, we've got this. We've got this. We're going to get education freedom. And then that's not what you're doing at all. I watched a little thing where Jason White was saying, was whining about the HB2 bill. Move on.
Mm-hmm.
You're a politician. You're supposed to let this just roll off your back and move on to the next subject. You got to.
Yeah.
You're the leader of the House. And you're saying, why didn't these senators look at it? It's because it was garbage.
Right.
Do you understand that? When you come up with an ideal and it don't work, you got to move on.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind that we still have a budget that we need to get passed. We still have a ballot initiative we need to give the people back the power, which we're not going to do. You're not going to ever let us have power again. You don't want us to have power. We might do something that would affect how you want to spend our money. And that's what it's all about, is all these people with money manipulating the system on where the money's going to go. You haven't taken care of the pharmacies. That should have been the first thing. That would have been the easiest thing in the world to do, is come in on the pharmacies and fix that problem. Let's go to the phone. YEB, hello.
Chip.
Yeah.
This is Richard. Just tuned in.
Yeah.
I'm listening for a few minutes, so I'm out with the pups. I haven't listened in a while, but you talk about school boards with private schools. And people making money. I mean, it's been a long time since I kept up with. What was that family's name that the school board in Rankin County had every family member on the board?
I don't know. They had that same problem with the Republican Party in Lafayette County up there in Oxford.
I know. That's so you're saying all the public schools are this, that, and the other, but how, man, they built like a multi-million-dollar building in Taj Mahal named it after him, and you live in Canton.
Oh yeah.
Your tax dollars go to a school that can't even spell graduate, much less graduate.
Right. And look, and their money, and they have $21,000 a student. Okay.
Yeah.
Right now. Yeah. Guess what? It's supposed to double next year. So that's why the politicians are jumping in line to get on that money. They're saying, we don't need that much money to run this program.
Good Lord. Hey, you let me open up a place and pay me $21,000 a student, give me 100 of them, and I'd have 4 other people and do it, but you can't do it because it's a protected class. But anyway, I just heard that.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're still on the board or not, but I remember it was the daddy, the daughter, the son, the in-laws. There's like 9 of them that were basically working for Rankin Scott. I don't know what it is anywhere else. I remember that thinking, man, that's kind of crazy.
But that's kind of the way the whole...
You mentioned private school boards.
Right.
But hey, it's tax dollars. And I have no children. I had somebody ask me once why I was interested. I said, man, I got thousands of kids in the public school. I said, what? I said, they're all Benjamins and Washingtons and Franklins. They take it from me every day, but I have no voice in it, basically.
Right.
I have one vote.
That's it.
And you know what Canton's like.
Yeah.
It's like anywhere else. They'll open up one polling place when they're going to pass a millage increase.
Correct. And they did
You know?
that in the scariest part of town when they did that.
Well, I
Remember?
know. I appreciate it. I just point out, look, it's everywhere. So when you said the private school board, get on it. But at least you have an option there. You could leave.
Yes.
You know, you don't have that option if you have to solve the bigotry that we have as far as public schools now, because everybody, not in my yard. I'm
Right.
like, guys, look.
Right. You got it.
So thank you, man. See
Thank you. You know, and that is what I'm getting at. And I guess he missed the part where I said they're trying to privatize education all across the state, is what the plan is. You know, it's sort of like, you know, you basically have privatized healthcare, right? Wouldn't you say?
Yep.
Okay, so we have privatized healthcare, but we tell them through how many people they how big your business can be. We do these the needs, the public needs. But they say we don't have enough rooms, and they'll say, well, there's a whole floor open. And I go, well, that whole floor is being kept for possible emergencies in case somebody gets hurt or whatever. I mean, you know, if you opened up the medical field a little bit more, I mean, maybe medical costs would come down.
Yep.
You know, competition is pretty good.
Yep.
What are you smiling about over there?
I'm listening.
You're just listening.
I'm happy today.
Yeah, why are you happy?
I'm just happy today. It's Monday. Get to go to work this week.
Okay.
I get to sit in this studio and laugh at you.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I just, you know, I just don't know what to think of all this. I just, good morning, Mr. Duncan. The legislature's doing what down there? Are they doing anything?
I hadn't heard anything.
I mean, they're mad at the Senate because they didn't pass their bill. And the Senate's saying it wasn't a good bill. And they're saying, well, how can you say it's not a good bill? And they go back and talk about all the things that were in the bill. Well, if it's education freedom and it's school choice, that's as simple as it should be.
Yeah.
Not all this other stuff on consolidating this county and Copiah County and this, that, and the other, and picking on these people.
They have a plan.
They have a plan, but why don't they tell us what the plan is?
They got a long game in there somewhere.
They're playing 3D chess, and they're not winning.
Yeah. You know, Lynn Finch had some kind of event this past week or weekend on sex trafficking kids and stuff.
Right.
And there was a lot of praise to her. But on the other hand, I saw where Shad White had posted where she had given $200,000 of our taxpayers' money to the people who are protesting against ICE, for ICE not to come to Mississippi.
Right. And then of course, Roger Wicker asked for ICE not to come here. And then you look at it and you're going, what is this group of Republicans that control them?
Right.
Because, I mean, they're only in office because there's a group of Republicans that believe in them. Okay. And they may be the part of the rhino establishment. Hold on, let's go to the phone. YAB. Hello.
Hello, I want to know if I can make a comment.
You're on the air. Go. Make it.
Yes, sir. Look, first of all, thank y'all for accepting my call. I won't be long, but I do chime into your show often.
Yes.
And I will say this right here I'm not from here. I'm actually from Oxford, and I heard y'all talking about Lafayette County. You're absolutely right. It's been like that for years. But this is the issue that we have in this year. What's going to have to happen is, I know I've said this before, we're going to have to get all the good white and the good blacks together, because what's happening to us, it's an attack that's coming up on all our kids, whether it's homosexuality, whatever, drugs, or whatever's going on in our community. And what we got to do, like how you was talking about how these people playing 3D chess, what we need to do, the men, we need to come out front. And what we need to do, we need to make a hit list. And I don't care who is involved, whether it can be elected officials, it can be sheriffs, it can be constables, it can be secretary of state. I don't care, police chiefs, pastors. It really don't matter to me. if we find out that you're doing anything to our kids, whether you black, white, whoever you are, we're going to put you to death.
You are absolutely right.
If y'all, that's what we need to do. Let's just put down all, because see, let me tell y'all something. I don't have no issue with nobody, but what's going on right now, it ain't just affecting black and white kids. You got drugs, you got all, I mean, just not an individual race. It's affecting both of us.
Correct.
So what we got to let these people know is when you do something, that's going to be your life. And this is an easy fix. Mr. Chip, we can get this stuff taken care of in 90 days.
Yes, we can. All the good people get together, and that's it.
Yep.
But the good people are the quiet people. I mean, it's like I've told everybody for years. You know, you'll say a black is a Democrat, and I don't know if you're a Democrat or not, but the other side of that is the Christians are the ones that need to take care of things. Period.
Right. I'm not a Democrat. But I mean, I don't vote for Obama, none of that stuff.
Right. But what I'm saying is it doesn't matter if you're Democrat or Republican. The Christians people, the God-fearing people that built this country are the ones that are the only people here to protect this country. And that doesn't go by politics. That goes by right and wrong. You know.
Well, then I'm willing to make a stand, and I don't care. My name is Sean Sims. I don't care who hear me. How you feel about it?
Yep.
Yeah. I feel like that. I feel like if you're a man, and if you feel like it's okay to have some sexual predatory tendencies towards a kid or do something to molest a kid, I think we ought to put you in. And I'm like the Bible. Look, I think we ought to hang them in front of everybody and let it be a sign and let any other people know that if you attack our kids, we're going to attack you, and we ain't going to wait on it.
Hey, what about this part? What about this part? Did you see all the stuff coming out about Piney Woods and all the kids that have been were trafficked to Epstein Islands from Piney Woods? Have you seen that?
Heard of that. What?
Oh, wait. That's all going to come out over the next few weeks. Go to my page, and I've shared the story there. But Piney Woods, there were people that were being trafficked to different schools, and they were paying college tuition. Epstein was paying college tuition for kids that went to Syracuse, to Ole Miss, to Mississippi State, Mississippi College. Mm-hmm. These are girls that were being trafficked out of Piney Woods, right here in Mississippi. I mean, this place, this cesspool that we live in is unreal. And it's huge, and it's breaking, and the stories are going to break left and right because Mississippi and Minnesota are right there with it. And Mississippi has taken so many Democratic dollars and Republican dollars from the federal government to hide everything. I mean, they don't. Benny Thompson doesn't know it hadn't been in office this long because of any other reason other than the establishment, whoever they are, that runs both halves of this state. Wants that money to come into this state. Both halves. They get the Republican money, they get the Democrat money. And they do. And what do they do? And it's not being spent on us. It's not being spent on us.
That's right. We the people see nothing. But that's a great call.
Well, it's just my plea to all the men.
Yeah.
If the men come together, and because what we need to do is we need to just go ahead and let's just go ahead and clean house.
Exactly.
Every city, every town, every position, let's just clean house. And whoever has something to do with that, we ain't gonna let them off the hook. We're gonna put them to death. Now, I'm serious about that.
I'm with you. I'm with you too. We're gonna have to take a break. Thanks for calling.
Yeah. Now, I'm serious, sir.
Hotty toddy. Yes, sir. We'll be back with more right here on the Chip Matthews Show on WYAB.
Thanks for calling.
Yes, sir.
Hotty toddy. Yes, sir. We'll be back with more right here.
1039 WYAB.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is leveling up. A whole new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is now open at the Reservoir at Beethoven's Boardwalk in Ridgeland, right next door to Cock of the Walk. And the new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris will have all of your old favorites too, like the Acme Dynamite Balls and Garlic Knots, and the best specialty pizzas ever, like the Pig, the Sergeant Pepperoni, the Surf and Turf, and lots more. Come to the all-new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris location on the Res in Ridgeland, next door to Cock of the Walk.
Since 2000. 2012, Brentech Solutions has been keeping Central Mississippi businesses connected and protected. From secure data backup and cloud services with Synology to reliable network design and maintenance, servers, and business Wi-Fi, Brentech truly does it all. Brentech is your Ring Pro partner and smart home automation solutions provider. Brentech can handle Microsoft 365 support and even Starlink. Visit brentech.ms. That's brentech.ms. IT solutions that work.
I'm speaking with Lee Bounds of Rapid Rate Mortgage. How does real estate agent Rita Jensen succeed when time is of the essence?
In today's market, it is so important to communicate and close on time. Typically have 30 days to close, get a home inspection, appraisal, title work, that kind of thing is a mortgage process. And a realtor relationship is so important. With a realtor like Rita Jensen with Remax Connection, she helps us to close on time.
RitaJensen.net.
Hey guys, I have a secret for you. We notice. We notice when you're tired all the time. We notice when your drive is gone. We notice when you're just not feeling that into us. But here's the good news. It might not be your age. It might be your testosterone level. Hey y'all, I'm Morgan at Men's Health of Mississippi. We help men just like you. We specialize in giving you back your strength, your energy, stamina, and confidence. Don't settle for feeling less than your best. Call Men's Health of Mississippi today to find out what your testosterone level is. Trust me, we'll notice that too.
Need to ship something fast, print something now, or wrap the perfect gift? Head to the Mailroom Gluckstadt, your one-stop shop for all major shipping carriers. We pack and ship with care, offer private mailbox rentals, copy services, create and print banners, print your photos, lamination, binding, and secure document shredding. We always have a notary available, and we do gift wrapping too. Head to the Mailroom Gluckstadt across from Callaway's or online at mailroomgluckstadt.com. Stop in today and get it all done in one place.
If you ever been stuck on the side of the road with engine trouble or because of an accident, you know how frustrating that can be. I'm Chad Stevens of Chad Stevens Wrecker Service. We'll help take some of the stress out of the stressful situation. We've been rated by AAA as one of the top 10 towing services in the entire USA. Why? Well, just ask our customers. So keep our number in your cell phones and call us if you need us. 662-755-8645. That's Chad Stevens Wrecker Service. 662-755-8645.
Doctor, the AC doctor, what's your diagnosis? My whole house was hot as a fever. Now my house frozen, cause my air conditioning's on. Doctor, my AC's broken. Doctor, the AC doctor, heal my house, bless my soul.
The AC Doctors is your one-stop provider for air conditioning and heating installation, service, and repair. Contact us for money-saving repairs and lower energy bills.
Doctor, the AC doctor, heal my house, bless my soul.
Google the AC Doctors and get some relief today. TheACDR.com.
Welcome back to Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It is the Chip Matthews Show, heard round the world and all over the place. And that was a great call from Oxford.
That was.
Yes, it
certainly was.
And, and that's what we're getting at. And we'll talk about some more of that tomorrow. And we'll have some people in on Education Freedom. Good morning, Helen Wilson. And seeing Cressley Pierce, besides money, what's the next biggest motivation to increase the number of private schools in our state? It's only money.
That's right.
It's only money. I mean, it should be about educating the kid.
But it isn't.
It is.
They don't care about them kids.
They don't care. I mean, because everybody talks about the test.
Now, the teachers care about the kids.
Well, yes, but
the teachers care about the kids, but the administrators and everybody above that don't care.
And then he was talking about, from Oxford, he's talking about the establishment where the hierarchy was all family related.
Mm-hmm.
Madison County, Canton is that way, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Canton is that way. And then the school teacher program is pretty much the same way. But then again, so is our government in Madison County.
Right.
Everybody that works there, you got those that are elected in office who figure out how to stay there through bureaucracy, and then the bureaucracy people go out and you hire all the family members, and all the family members know they need to go vote to keep their job.
Right. Yep.
We only got an hour today.
Not a fair world.
We only get an hour today.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to go home and decipher the language for the Super Bowl and see what they were saying.
Okay.
And we'll see you back tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.
Absolutely.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all. Play is next.